Nog 'n nuweling wat onsterflike roem sou verwerf, was die donkerkop sentral van Dispatch, Danie Gerber. Min visuele materiaal van bruikbare gehalte het oorgebly van die toetswedstryde op.
Wat maak jy met hom? Dis Louis Moman, is pragtig spring met albei hande rol om uit dan die van Serfontein en dan naast Botha. Hy besluit om daar te kom na die regaming uit op die 10 en gee vir die Du Plessis. Hy steek vas. Dis 'n man verby by 'n tweede en hy hardloop nog steeds vir die Du Plessis dan uit die hande van Danie Gerber. Hy is op die 22, hy word gejaag deur Capelletti, maar hy gaan ook vlag toe Danie Gerber en hy gaan omhardloop en hy gaan hom agter die paal kom deur Capelletti is daar mee jaag om hy val op die bal en hy druk hom.
Skitterend optel. Moorman wat rug gee. Serfontein word die rigting verander. Naast Botha. Gerber wat insny. Dis gevaarlik. Is 'n pragtige loopie van Gerber. Prentice wat verder neem. Maar die hier kom red wanneer Driscoll optel, maar 'n skitterende loopie deur jong Danie Gerber.
Toe kom 'n droom 3, miskien die beste van die 15 toetsdrieë wat die briljante senter Danie Gerber tot dusver in sy internasionale loopbaan gedruk het.
Hier moet punte kom. 'n 3 deur Gerber. Met verstommende vaart, verstommende swink van die voete. Onthou hy's 'n groot kerel. Geen keer aan hom nie. Laaste man by is David Urban. So lyk Springbok rugby op sy mooiste. Hierdie vaste skrum op die...
Ierland, geplaag deur beserings, veg moedig terug, maar Pienaar en Germeshuis baan die weg vir Gerber se 4de 3 in sy 4de toets.
Hy is die Pienaar wat aangekom het. Germeshuis wat binne te sny, maar gesteek word aan twee kante. Hy is die Pienaar en hy moet punte kom. Gerber op pad na sy tweede 3.
And Mark Donaldson, the number 2 captain with the ball, waiting for the front rows here to settle, and it's been a real wrestling match right in there all day. Donaldson away to Rollison. Something's got to be on. Lachlan coming along, cut out pass for Granger, who's lost it. Advantage will apply. Gerber. Danie Gerber, number 13, kicking ahead. He might get another late try. He has. Full marks to man number 2 for trying to run it out. But when Granger couldn't hold the pass, it was Hunis and Gerber who got control of the ball. Danie Gerber, number 13, kicked it ahead and won the chase for the touchdown. And so the Springboks go ahead in the try scoring count 3-2 and now lead by 29 points to 19.
Volke is bezig om stadig te verdwijnen. Daar naar die oosterse kant toe. Stampspringer naar die lijn staan, maar Andy Hayden heeft die bal in die handen. En een mooi loopie door Kevin Ramsey. Drijf vorentoe. Maar het een geweldige gebeld in. Een goede achterlijnbeweging voor die kop van Farrell. Hier is Gary Germeshuis dat voor de dribbel. Hier kan gevaar wees. Germeshuis komt nog steeds voor hem toe. En met zijn vaart gaan die bal recht rol voor hem. Nog steeds dribbel voor hem toe. Danie Gerber is daar. Hij tel op. En hij scoort in die hoekie. Hij die overkouden stem kan amper niet bijblijven nie, maar baie goed gedink door Gary Germeshuis. Die daar die bal losrol, die aangee.
Springbok's attacking prowess made for a series of exciting and entertaining rugby which transcended the volatile atmosphere of protest. Danie's power and speed on wet and muddy grounds left an indelible print on the minds of all New Zealand rugby fans. The Springbok centre was unable to cross the try line in any of the 3 tests, but his uncanny ability to create chances out of nothing, regardless of the outcome, had the fans and the media in New Zealand talking about him throughout the tour.
After Willie Du Plessis, now Danie Gerber, up over halfway, what a great move! Danie Gerber, the man...
His sheer pace and his eye for the gap endeared him to the New Zealand rugby fraternity.
To Danie Gerber, the inside centre.
He was a dream. He was a dream centre. Again, because of those attributes of speed and power. And
Lastra wat oorklap. Gatche, dit is Porta. En Porta nog steeds die bal. Goeie volbeweging daarin, maar Wijnand Klaas net baie mooi kom dek. Hy tel op. En wat opgegooid naar de schat door Danie Gerber. Nou trek Gerber, gaan hulle omkeer, hulle gaan hom nie keer nie. Loop hy van seker 'n goeie 70 meter en hy trek voor en hy druk hom. Maar ek sou sê die 3 behoort aan Wynand Klaasen, Suid-Afrika se kaptein.
Ja, dat was baie slim spel deur om Jan om op die regte oomblik daar te wees en toe hulle die fout maak, raap hy die bal op. Nou ja, jy kan nie vir Danie Gerber keer as hy op volspoed is.
Ten Stoffberg getting up beautifully back to Serfontein and along the line again. Out to Karel du Plessis. Can't hand off his man though. Baroni, the fullback, taking him and holding on for dear life. Jorge Allen battling his way forward now for the South Americans. They've got good support. And Gache trying to go past his opposite number, Serfontein. Brings him down well. Willie du Plessis. Stoffberg. Hempis de Toy. Good ball out there from Hempis de Toy to Danie Gerber. And Gerber's away. Gerber will score. Baroni will never cut him off. What exceptional running by this man, Gerber. The second time that he's shown the South Americans a clean pair of heels. Exhilarating stuff from Danie Gerber. Danger for the South Americans with a Springbok put in inside the South American 22. Klaasen's holding it at the back and Serfontein de Boerta. There's Willie du Plessis trying to know. Johan Hiernes trying to go through. Burger Geldenhuis again at his shoulder. Wynand Klaasen there with that sweatband. Can't mistake him. Hiernes hurls out a long pass. Rob Lowe finds himself out at centre. Danie Gerber right through for his 3rd try. Oh, what a lovely bit of work there by Danie Gerber. And the defence non-existent. Referee himself almost getting in the way of the mighty crunch from those front rows. Klaasen's holding it and holding it too long. He was quickly tackled there by Gache. Gache somehow finding his own, and that's Jorge Allen that's trying to go in through there. Carried on by Nigre and Courage. Serfontein now for Boerta. Missing out Willie du Plessis. Gerber, Johan Hiernes in the line and using his strength to take it up to the halfway line. Du Plessis there using his pace to carry it further. And Ray Mort. And then Danie Gerber flying on the outside, and Gerber is going to go in for score. And he'll put it down behind the post, Danie Gerber. And Gerber with that try equals the record. No, he doesn't. Danie Gerber's 9th try in his 11th test.
I try and even teach my guys now. Have a look who's in support if you watch those games back in 80. And you'll see Danie in the picture 9 times out of 10. That is the reason why he scores so many tries.
As any player, if you go overseas, especially in the 80s, you go out there to improve, to prove the people what they are missing.
Once again, and it's Gerber who's clean through. Beautifully angled the run by the big South African centre. And that's a try that he really has worked for during this match. And that really does give the Barbarians a lead that Scotland would do well to catch up on. And then Holmes with that lateral run. Now notice how Gerber cut inside on the angle, and he's just too powerful to catch with one arm. Power on the run. Fed back though, again to Holmes, to Davis, to Tobias. An overlap here to Gerber. Gerber bursting through for his 2nd try. And the South Africans really have written their name over this match. Gerber's 2nd try, and that surely ties it up for the Babas.
And I was about to kick, and I just thought, okay, let's give it a go.
Barbarians breaking out, and now a try has come within their capabilities. The other South African, Danie Gerber, showing his great pace. What a try! What a try to open the scoring. Just 3 minutes into the game, Danie Gerber, the South African, one of 2 South Africans in the side, opens the scoring for the tourists.
As time after time he found his way through the Cardiff defence.
Clean break, and he's got Gerber outside him. Watch this acceleration. Try coming up. Nine minutes. minutes before the interval, a second try for Danie Gerber of South Africa. Taken by John Perkins. Here's Tobias. That's Gerber, the other South African. That's neat, and he's looking for a hat-trick of tries. Danie Gerber, 4 minutes into the second half, runs up his hat-trick. And plenty of applause for a popular Springbok visitor. Brings it halfway down. Mr. Norling playing advantage for the Barbarians through Errol Tobias now. Great break pursued by Golding. Finds Gerber. Tremendous speed by the South African. That's 4 tries.
Whatever we did that day was just becoming gold. It was just those golden moments you get on a rugby field. The money people, those English guys have seen him in that day. He would have been lost for South Africa.
England this time put on the wheel. Sonicus up to Serfontaine. Stringer. Difficult half volley, and it falls for Gerber. Gerber against Hare. Gerber clean through with that little sidestep to score under the post. World-class play from a man hailed as a world-class centre. Cruel luck for England, and that could be a mortal blow. Danie Gerber's 9th try, the most ever by a South African centre to beat...
Sasie wat hom skoonvat. Dis Tobias, Danie Gerber. Dit is Verlet. Pragtig deur 'n gaping na trek Verlet. Hallo vir Danie Gerber op en nou kom Danie Gerber se 3. Soos verlede week is skitterende 3 deur Gerber na 'n wonderlike breekslag deur John Verlet.
Oorgeklap. En dit is Rudy Versaghi wat baie mooi beweeg. Rob Lou wat ook netjies by kom aan sit. En dan is dit Danie Gerber. Pragtig hardloop hy. Danie Gerber en hy hardloop nog steeds. Is dit miskien een van daardie 2-3 wat ek van gepraat het, Jan, wat aan die kom is?
Hou aan voorspel.
Sy 11de Stoffberg wat baie mooi netjies ook om handjie by sit. Divan Serfontein. Errol Tobias. Dit kan 'n gevaarlike skop wees. Dis 'n hoë. Ja, nee, hy's baie gevaarlik. In besit word Bailey betrap binnekant sy kwartgebied. Divan Serfontein, Errol Tobias. En Danie Gerber en hier kom sy derde 3. Hy besluit hy wil hom nie in die hoekie druk nie. Hy het hom nog nie gedruk nie en hy hardloop om tot agter die paal en daar gaan druk hy hom.
Gerard, dis 'n interessante beduiding wat John Scott gemaak het, maar Gerber is baie uitgeslape. Hy het op sy arm geval, het die bal nie gedruk nie, hy het hom weer vasgeklem en toe om onder die paal gaan druk.
Between the Transvaal 22 and the halfway line, a very good quick heel by Eastern Province. Parker Nance out there to Danie Gerber with it now. Danie Gerber running around the wing as well as his own centre man. He's got the fullback to beat only, and there's a power that takes him over for a beautiful try by Danie Gerber, the Springbok three-quarter. And the crowd go mad to see the hero score a lovely try. Garth Wright for Eastern Province, right to Parker Nance, opening up, and Whitehead, Gerber, out to Victor. Victor has Grobler with him, Gerber on the inside, Kali Grobler. Kali Grobler wants to pick up Danie Gerber. There's Danie Gerber. This is very dangerous indeed. Danie Gerber's going. He's going round Wayne Kotze. No one will catch him. Gerber will score. That's another score for the great Springbok. Danie Gerber under the posts after 40 minutes play in the second half. Amazing how little chap can push it straight. Serfontaine, and ball held at the back there. 17 says, I wanted, he gets it. Errol Tobias, a good little chip into the box there. Sansot. Oh, this could be there. This is going to be Gerber's 13th try. Gerber, Danie Gerber's broken the record. He scored 13 tries in test matches in his 13th test match, and that breaks the record of Kenny Germershuis, but a bad mistake by Martin Sansot. He tried to fly kick the ball out of the air. And
just to the right is the halfway line, and who's going to take this? Mallet trying to go for it. Back it comes to Porter, standing to Pedersen. Thomas Pedersen over the halfway line, tackled by Tobias. Still with it is Porter. Dengra, number 1, getting it. And Argentina going in with the Springboks. Rob them, and Die van Serfontein. A longish kick being chased by Sansot. Sansot will get it. Raymort following up. Sansot doesn't find his touch. In the middle of the field, and taken by Fasaki to Rob Lowe. This could be a very dangerous movement. Michael Duplessis, Cardle out there to Tobias. On the left to Gerber. Will Gerber going for a try? Good tackle. He's still on his feet. Gerber going for it. Gerber scored. Danie Gerber scored over there in the corner. And that he's broken his own record. He's now scored 14 tries in test matches. And he certainly managed to stay on his feet and determinedly went for the line over in the far side. 14 tries in 15 tests. Danie Gerber, and the score.
Intercept there by Levine. Back it goes LaRue. Niels Lombard. He's got Gerber with him. Danie Gerber, look at that pace. He's cracking it on. Nearly got out of the tackle.
And tapped back for the Springboks. That's Louis Moelman with it going on. Tackled by Mark Graff. And trying to lay the ball back. Burger Geldenhuis getting it. And reverse play, reverse pass back. That's Raymort. Raymort well tackled by China Bell again. Back to Nas Botha. There's the overhead pass. Cupido with it. Tackled by Dion Coetzee, but flips it to Casey Pienaar. Pienaar trying to pick up support and flicks it there to Ferreira. And Uli Schmidt coming from nowhere. This is very dangerous indeed. Uli Schmidt tackle and flipping it to Raymort. And that is Danie Gerber with it. Danie Gerber going through. He'll score, I think. Yes, Gerber. Danie Gerber has scored with that tremendous power. The jinking run. A wonderful try there by Springbok centre Danie Gerber.
Well, I'm not quite sure where we'll...
Sean Povey wat ingooi. Opie wat hierdie bal gaan wen. Dis Gaafright wat daar ingaan. Fransjo Bontes wat nou die bal optel. Dis Chris Smit. So kort skopie voor op die goggie van Jordan op baie vinnig daar is. Nou vat hy vir probeer hy vir die van Sil raak. Vat kry dit nie reg nie. Oostelike provinsie effe terugspeel hulle nou. Hulle het nog beheer van daardie bal. Dan kry hulle vir hom lang aangee na Gippie van Sil. Dis Danie Gerber. Nou Danie Gerber. Hy vat Kali Grobber aan sy buitekant sny binnekant toe. Dis Danie Gerber nog steeds met die bal. Dan gee hy 'n skopie vorentoe. Hier kom hulle by Danie Gerber sit hom agterna. Hy sit hom agterna. Hy kry dit kom. Iemand het vroeër gesê jy moet jou fout in die park in die oostelike provinsie en daar was nie op die bewys daar.
Northern Transvaal winning it. Nas Botha. Down the line it goes. Michael Duplessis. Oh, dropped by Hendrik Creer. This is Grobler. And Grobler still going. On the 22. Inside to Danie Gerber. This must be a try. Danie Gerber scores. Intercepted by Danie Gerber. Now Gerber can really turn on the pace, and this is the power and the pace of the Springbok centre. One of the finest backline players in the world.
Loveridge. Botha standing miles away. This is Taylor. Caught by Dacey. Boydeven. Loveridge again. Botha once more. There's an overlap here. The kick through by Botha. If he gets a bounce, it could be a try for him. Botha feeds on to Gerber. The try is given. Magnificent support work by the big centre. And the overseas side have gone ahead, and the two spring. Whitefoot. Loveridge. Overlap here as Steinman goes. Feeds on there to Gerber. Look at the explosiveness of this fellow. Baxton tackles him. Just in the Five Nations 22. Fed out from Fundemerva. This is Botha. Again, little lightning. Gerber once more. He must score. Yes, a great effort by John Jeffrey to stop him. But Danie Gerber has scored his second try of the match, and that really ties it up for the overseas side. And the international board members give due applause to this immensely powerful Springbok centre, who's really been so impressive.
En die eerste Grant Fox. Zijn afskop wordt door Fransie Rasmus. Die naar die kantlijn opgetel. Dat is een rol aangeven wat moeilijk is. En Danie Gerber wat netjes vat. Michael Du Plessis en Karel Du Plessis. Hier gaan het in komen. En Danie Gerber. Daar trek hij. Dat is het niet mooi niet. Dat is mos nou prachtig. Je leidt hier onder die skare. Een baie belangrijke toetswedstrijd om te winnen. En Danie Gerber baie...
They're trying for a pushover try. They're still going. And has he got over? I think he has. Yes. Danie Gerber, the great Danie Gerber, has got over for a try. And they certainly deserve that with all that constant pressure. And they are ahead by Geldenhuis. And there is the second phase. Now Sputter. Spangenberg, the scissors with Bronkhorst. And he's through the middle. Bronkhorst, he's got to pick up Van der Walt. JJ Van der Walt. Beautifully tackled. Garthwaite back to the rescue. Gives it out to Du Plessis. And a lovely ring by this fine, tricky runner. Prison's 15, second phase. McCulley on the right. They have an overlap. Helford Muller. And into Rudy Versace. Versace picking up Jannie Brits and Garthwaite with it. He's very quick. Giving out to Danie Gerber. Will score. Danie Gerber. And that's a trick he's done before. He went down with it, didn't dot it down. Tried to centre it and he dotted it down about 12 metres in from the far touchline. This ruck ball. Transvaal seem to have it. Back it comes. Clifton Pugh it was who got it back. Steyn van As. A long one to Freddie Oosthuizen. And a good break by Freddie Oosthuizen. Inside, Adrian Richter trying to get it. But Eastern Province pushing it back. And Garth Wright booting the ball ahead. We're chasing back for this James Small over the halfway line. And Garth Wright has him. Out to Hugo van As. Changing direction, coming back infield, but there are lots of Eastern Province jerseys there, and that's Nico Meyer with it. Out to Danie Gerber. Here's a very fast, it could be a score, going to the corner. Danie Gerber with his power and weight, and he's over for a beautiful try by that great centre three-quarter, and very fine work by Eastern Province.
Was 'n oortreding geweest. Al wat vorentoe gespat het daar, dink ek die hande van Nico van As. Vaste skram. Hierdie keer die OP pot hier man is Garthwaite. Gary Parkenans. Skop is daar en hy tel homself op. En dan in die hande van Lust. Lust wat grond toe gebring word deur James Small. Daar trek Danie Gerber. Danie Gerber het hom opgestel en Danie Gerber streef van die doellyn af en hy trek hom. Dis skitterende 3 deur.
Nou ja, dit is Danie Gerber wat hier hardloop. Baie na die doellyn is en hy gaan oor en sake is gelyk. Of ten minste wat die breë betref.
Wel, ons sê dit al heel middag, Christo. Danie Gerber wat werklik waar baie skerp lyk vandag. En 'n mens kan sien hy's lus om rugby te speel. Elke keer is hy by om te ondersteun of om te gaan dek. En hier sien ons vir Danie Gerber op volspoed op pad doellyn toe. Hy hardloop eenvoudig dwars deur Gerbrand Grobbe, Robert de Pre wat te laat is om hom te kom.
Leroux, Knutzer went on the dummy run from Rensburg up in the line. And Fafa Knutzer reading the play well. Another chase by Danie Gerber as Jannie Brits comes across. It's going to be a straight race between them. Will the ball beat him to the touchdown? Beautiful handling by Danie Gerber. We saw it last week and we've seen it again. Magnificent try by the Springbok. A chance for Western Province. Can they move this ball out? This is Fafa Knutzer. He's got Danie Gerber on his outside. And Danie Gerber has placed the penalty. They have to hesitate slightly. Honeyball comes across from the cover defence. Now it's a chase between Danie Gerber and Honeyball. Gerber must get there.
Great. Adolf Malanas really had a magnificent game in the lineouts. McDonald and Strauss now starting to find each other. Breed comes away with it, picked up by Ruben Clear. Can Joost van der Westhuizen find some space up the far side? Leroux, Gerber, nice catch by him. Lovely little dummy, darting run is decided now. Maybe I should take that law into my own hands.
pass out to Papakritsa, and Gerber doubles around again. Lovely support play. Can he get in? The crowd on the field. She's in. Well played, Danie Gerber.
Well, he certainly tried as hard as he possibly could all afternoon, and he's done well. He had a few good runs early on. Listen to the crowd. They absolutely...
Put to Farie, getting it back for Northern Transvaal. Andrew Aitken picking it up. They're running into trouble. Still keeping the ball alive. Kirsten has it out to Tian Strauss. Charles Rodier. Hugo picking it up. Papa Knutzer. Gavin Lawless out to Danie Gerber on the right. And Danie Gerber still going. Luke Smith can't get it. He's got the knee on the inside. Danie Gerber goes over for a try in the corner. Lovely running by Danie Gerber, evading a couple of tackles. He had support on the inside. He decided to go for it himself and went over in the corner. And there we see Gerber. He evades Meyrung. Across comes Luke Smith. He almost got him. Couldn't quite manage it. Then from the opposite side, Jacques Olivier. And Danie Gerber decided to go on his own. He was close. He put in the left hip, the ball back. So Kirsten has the put in. Now he has it back to Lance Sherrill, to Fafa Knutzer. And in comes Cobus Burger. Support from Tian Strauss. Back it comes again, Kirsten. Fafa Knutzer kicking for Danie Gerber. The bounces kindly for him. He evades Gerber on problem. Danie Gerber's away again. The Gerber goes over. Danie Gerber almost tightrope walking along that touchline. How he wasn't pushed into touch, I don't know, but he managed to gather in the kick. Watch this kick from Fafa Knutzer. It bounces perfectly for Danie Gerber. Doesn't bounce kindly for Gerber on Grobler. Grobler can't tackle Danie Gerber. He manages to stay just inside the field of play, and away he goes, chased by Van der Westhuizen. Van der Westhuizen can't stop.
All the time in the world for Preston. Fox. Van Rensburg. Breert is back there. He's got Van Rensburg with him. John Kerwin was up now. A little space for Van Rensburg, and he switches direction. Springboks will want to get this ball back quickly. Touch just still waiting. They aren't out yet. This is Buerta. Long ball to Billy Hendricks. He has terrific pace. Danie Gerber. He loves this corner. A beautiful dummy by him. He did it against England twice. He's done it again.
En James Moore van die veld af. Heinrich Vuls het opgegaan vir Suid-Afrika. Tikskoppie naast Botha, Uli Schmidt. Suid-Afrika wat hierdie bal soek. Kan hulle hom kry? Dit lyk tog so. Robert de Pre met Michael Jones wat baie vlak lê daar. De Pre, jakkals dans hierdie kant toe en daardie kant toe, verander van rigting. Ingesny deur Heinrich Vuls. Eerste keer wat hy in die bal raak. Robert de Pre naast Botha. Verander weer van rigting na die diskant toe. Deur de Pre, Pieter Muller, en die ander van Danie Gerber en die kom sy tweede drie. Sy 17de toets 3, grootste toets 3 drukker van Suid-Afrika.
Eens te hardloop. Die Franse het 'n neiging om baie meer reguit te hardloop. Dalty kry dit swaar weg en dan word al vasgeskop teen Vuls en Danie Gerber is oor vir sy 150ste 3 in eerste rang vir rugby. Groot druk wat daar geplaas is op hierdie agterlyn.
Right, hoists. Sadoni is underneath it. Chasing tackler is Olivier, but Sadoni stands up in the tackle and lays the ball back, but Richter gets a boot through for South Africa, and Gerber is there. Danie Gerber has scored another try for South Africa. On the stroke of half-time, Danie Gerber scores his 18th.
They're going to have to move the ball around. They'll have to be very sure of their handling. Garthright nearly got past his man Danie Gerber with a pom-pom there, and it's taken on by Sadone. Had read the play very well. In fact, it was Vias Hubert pops it up to the front ranker, Damari. Watch how they get this ball back to Hubert. Now it's Pinot to Minel, and the Caban was in the back line, but a chance for Jacques Olivier as he hacks ahead. The French are getting back, and it's in fact Pinot who goes back. Jacques Olivier is right there. Can Jacques Olivier get him for a try? He must make the pass into Danie Gerber. Try number 19 for the great Springbok centre.
En ons het vroeër gesê hoe Danie Gerber met die breë glimlag op die gesig altyd
complexion.
For a long time they sat at 10-9, only a 1-point lead for South Africa, but the Midlands couldn't round up some of the exciting moves. Here's another one with Thornycroft just eluding the grasp of Bertha. Tackle comes in from Pretorius. Back inside the South African 22, but that lovely service from White gives Gerber a chance with Hendricks wide out. And now on the far wing is Oosthuizen racing home against Hackney. Hackney against Oosthuizen. What a floated pass for Gerber to score. Magnificent. That really rounds up a great second half by South Africa. Danie Gerber, the man who's notched up 19 test match tries in 23 appearances.
Now Slattery, long pass, it's dangerous. Danie Gerber was sweating on it. And now they take it away. That time it was Kenneth Lanier. A chance now, they've got numbers on the right-hand side. Cheryl, good play. It goes away to Danie Gerber. And the prolific Springbok three-quarter. He's scored so many tries at international level. Improves the position and scores a wonderful try against the run of play. Garrick Morgan is up against Neil Hugo. That's Trisman at the back. In fact, it was the back row forward in small. Wonderful play, Western Province, Strauss. Flawless.
Former Australian captain Nick Jones still regards them as
aside to victory over Milan in the Italian Club Championship final. The winning try supplied by Visser and scored by Gerber. The decision to move from centre to wing has meant that Gerber has had to stay in good shape. And for a man just 4 years off the big 4-0, he still looks fitter than ever.
Duprier. Nice pass there to Efan Meyering. Now chance for Danie Gerber. Oh, look at that little inside check as he gets away from the outside. Efan Meyering is there. The crowd are going berserk. Now this is a chance for the Maroons to force their power in the scrum. Tian Strauss, a nice little flick to Duprier, Buerta, and Peter Rousseau. Could it be try number 4? No, he gives it to number 14, who is none other than Danie Gerber.
As ye give, so shall ye receive.
Trotsky, wrapped up by Redmond. Strauss, Danie Gerber, look at that, he's round the inside, he gets inside Todo. Can he make? Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Well, it had to come. He was desperate for the ball. He's been desperate for the ball for the last 15 minutes.
Oyagi trying hard. Look at the commitment by Diono Kunigan and Tian Strauss. Now John Allen. Going strong, John Allen. Now can Nas Buerta counter-attack. Danie Gerber's on his outside. He gets it away to Danie Gerber, who controls it beautifully. Now the cover defense is coming on. Will Danie Gerber go on his own? Yes, he will. Danie Gerber will go all the way. And he's just chinked on the inside. He loves to score tries. I saw him as a schoolboy score 3 for South African schools at Ellis Park. And will this be the last time I ever see him score 3 tries?
2 tries, unconverted tries. One from Johan Roux and the other a delightful try from Stefan to Blanche. Henny looking for some sort of gap. In good defence there by Dion Viljoen. Divan finds Andre Joubert. It's up to Ian McDonald. He hands it. Oh, wonderful skill from the big man as he secures possession. The ball is still available for the box. Serfontein is calling for it, and indeed it's going to be Danie Gerber as he finds a little hole over the top of Frans Rampina, and look at the delight on his face. You'd swear he never scored a try before.
Yeah, that's a great smile that